for all those that couldn't make it tonight. So we're finishing up this challenge here. I don't know, has anybody weighed out yet? Or are you waiting for tomorrow morning, or Tuesday morning?
Tuesday.
You want the last bit?
Last minute.
Now listen, you don't go into starvation mode between now and then. You eat.
I know, but I only have 1.83 pounds to lose, so.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, good walk outside and drink your water, and that'll flush it out. You'll get that off. Even if you're not at your goal weight that you wanted to do for the challenge, don't get yourself all in a fluster about it. Still get yourself, just weigh out anyway, because you did your points. Okay. So you still did part of the challenge. You still got part of that, and I don't know how that works out in the end, but you still weigh out. You still got your points. So you want to make sure you get credit for that. But you won't get credit for any of it unless you weigh out, because then that says you completed the challenge. But then we're going to start the next one next Monday. So keep staying all week. Just pretend like you're still doing the challenge, and just maintain and keep doing the water and stuff, and then we just go right into the next one. Starts on Monday. You can actually sign up. I mean, I actually signed up our room for today, and then the first day that you can weigh in, I think, is the 27th. So basically, you're going to finish weighing out for this one, and you weigh in for the next one, by Friday. So that doesn't mean between Tuesday and Friday you want to binge eating here, because you want to make sure when you weigh in again, it's the same as when you weighed out at least. Okay. I saw Ron's eyes going here, like, oh, good, I can. I go to the brew house here this week. We're going out to dinner, Cheryl, for Wednesday night.
Pizza.
So, but anyway, just keep that in mind that it's going to start. It officially doesn't start until March 1st, but you can weigh in as early as the 27th, and you can start inviting people and things like that, like we did before. So you'll get an invite from me. I'm probably going to start sending invites. I did invite Ed today because he's kind of coaching, but because coaches can get on first, so that we can at least see what's basically the same as before. It's only going to be for 4 weeks, and I think that's the way it's going to work. They're going to just do them 4-week challenges, and then I think it's a 3% weight loss rather than 6%, and then you're not going to need, obviously, as many points because it's not as many weeks. I think you have to get a minimum of 67%, which is 1,000 points, so that's not as hard to get 1,000 points in 4 weeks. And then, but same kind of ideas. We're going to have readings, webinars. Some of the repetition is going to be the exercises, because what they just have little snippets of exercise things. So that's why there's a lot of repetition on the exercise. So, but what I've found, what we do is we actually go on. Hey, Laura, we go on, and you can actually pull up the exercises on the challenge page. You don't have, you have to do the one for the points, obviously, so look that one. But if you're looking for a specific area you want to target on, like your delts or your lower back or your, thighs or whatever you want to work on, then that's what you can pull those up for either men or women, beginning or advanced, and you can work on those particular exercises that you want to target, which areas you want to target. So those are good. Again, the recipes, keep using those as you want to get, you don't want to be eating the same things all the time. Things get kind of boring. So try some of those healthy recipes. Just say, and again, your water is probably the most important thing. Because I find even myself, even though we've been doing a program for a long time, if for some reason I don't get all my water in, I basically plateau. Once I start the water again, things start working again. So, you have to, that's probably the most important thing out of this whole program. Anyway.
Cheers.
Ron Sherry is. Oh, Laura's got hers too. There you go. So, anybody want to share anything tonight? Any things like, what you think might help with as far as starting? Laura, we were just talking before about the new challenge that's going to start it officially starts Monday, but you can weigh in as early as the 27th. So what they're trying to do is get people so you can weigh out on Tuesday and you can weigh in the next one on Friday. So you're not really losing a lot in between there. And the idea is you don't want to gain between Tuesday and Friday. You want to pretty much stay the same or continue to lose. But then this is kind of keeping the momentum going because there are so many people that wrote into the challenge people that they didn't want it to end, and they were hoping the new one would start soon, that they decided to just keep going with this. So, so that's what we're going to do. So any thoughts about the challenge? I mean,
break it down in groups. How about if you think about what they liked on the challenge?
okay.
Name one thing they liked.
Okay, what did you, I want different people, but I would like you to give positive things. And what did you like about the challenge, the 6 weeks here, this particular one? Ed.
I like the coach.
Oh.
Me too.
Me three.
Okay. Anyone else? Give us ideas of things you thought that really helped you on this challenge.
I really like the group setting.
The group setting that helped you?
Hmm.
Did you mean the huddles or just the blog page or a little of everything?
Just a little bit of everything. I like having the team support.
Okay. Anybody else? Somebody else think the team support helped them?
Me too. It just keeps you motivated to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and just part of your daily life. You know. Like I said, I'm not going to reach my goal unless I lose 5 pounds. And,
Yeah.
pretty happy with. You know, I lost another 8 pounds. The 15 from the last one. About 20 pounds so far.
Okay, but you got to start there, you know. So you've got it. You had some problems there because of the cold and everything, but you didn't give up. That was the important thing. You didn't give up, and I saw different people rousing you and encouraging you, and I think that kind of helps too when you see your team right there with you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It was good. It looks like Jen, is that you that just joined us?
Yeah, I just called in through some technical difficulties, but yes, I'm here now.
Okay, good. All right, we got Cheryl and Ron, and Gary's on, and Kira and Laura, and Sharon's also on the phone. So we're just kind of talking about what things we felt that how the challenge helped us. If any positive things you had about the challenge and how it helped you this last 6 weeks. Anybody else want to comment on that? Right?
Yeah. I kind of like the snack.
What's that?
I kind of like the snack.
You like being able to get snacks?
Yeah, but I just find myself almost having to force myself sometimes to eat.
Yeah. That's true, because, you know, don't you find you sometimes you get so busy during the day, you realize you hadn't eaten.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we do is we make it up for it because we haven't eaten all day, and then you're starving, and then you eat all the wrong things and the too much. But did you find that you weren't hungry by doing the eating throughout the day like that, and you didn't overeat for your dinners or eat snacks at night, overeat then? Did that help?
Yeah, because you just weren't as hungry when you sat down for a regular meal.
And, you know, and again, I don't know how successful, you know, for the weigh in, weigh out will be, but, you know, again, by eating those every 2 hours, every 2 to 3 hours, and drinking your water, again, you do get into where you will get into a fat burning, again, depending on what you're eating on those meals too, and the portion sizes. You know, your snacks and meals and stuff, you want to make sure your calories, you decrease them so that you're getting only 1,200 calories throughout the day. But you're equally, the meals are spread out over, or the calories are spread out over the day too, so that your body, even your blood sugar is staying even too. We kind of talked about that in previous talks here. Good. Anything was negative about the challenge? Anything you didn't like about the challenge? Yep. Okay. You know, they always like suggestions. So if there is things that, you know, I know different people made comments about the point, you know, when you would sign somebody up, you know, you would get more points for that rather than just inviting people and getting points at. But I don't know that they've changed that. You know, I haven't seen the new criteria, but basically it's still, you can invite people and you get 10 points per day for inviting people. So
That what gets me on the challenge is a lot of the things like drinking water. The message that we get is verbatim repetition on drinking water. Hopefully someone can come up and at least tell us a different way of drinking water so it's a little bit more interesting, because you start hearing the same thing, you immediately click it off, and then you start really losing what the important part is repetition develops the habit. That's what habits are developed, is through repetition behaviors, I guess. So I don't know, just the some of the verbatim segments that they presented got to me where I'd immediately shut them off rather than learning them or just having it reinforced. I tuned off. Whereas maybe if they just would put it in different terms, so that you can say the same thing, but just maybe in a different term or a roundabout way. I don't know. That's sort of a thought there.
I also found too, I mean, Laura mentioned about having a team, approaching and also having that support. But I also found that it's a lot easier when Ed's doing this with me. And I'm sure, Cheryl, you'd say the same thing, with Ron and Gary, Carl, and Laura, you got your mom and your stepdad involved in it too. And, I feel that you feel that kind of really helped when you have other people there that you knew as well to help support that as well. Do you feel that really helped you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Laura, you seem so much more positive this time, and I think that was because you had that home support as well. You were really much more gung-ho on this one. I really like that. And you were positive comments on, all the time. It was really, really helpful.
Well, I mean, it's nice to have the people at home help out. And I told you I can get competitive. So, I mean, we've kind of waned off this last week a little bit because we've been snowed in. And we ran out of groceries.
Oh, boy.
So that was super fun. But, I mean, I'm looking to, continue on. I don't think that Mom or Bruce particularly will continue on in this next one. They might do the one follow, like the regular the scheduled 4. But Bruce was starting to get a little, oh, hi, Kat. Sorry. No, get off the keyboard. So he was starting to get a little I have to read this stuff every day, and it's just getting a little repetitive for him. And so he probably won't do that. But I will. Even if I don't read everything every day, getting online still kind of helps to remind me to stay on track. And it does for him, too, because every time that he wouldn't get on to do his points, he also wouldn't get on the killer machine to do his 15 minutes exercise.
Uh-huh. So it does help something. But you're right. I think by getting on and reading it, it can be mundane after a while. But if you think about it, when you do that, and especially if you do it in the morning, it gets you thinking about your day, and it reinforces, okay, I need to stay on this challenge. I need to follow what I need to eat. I need to, plan. So, and the repetitiveness, but it also kind of starts to get you into the mindset of just thinking it automatically because you're setting new habits. So, yes.
Well, I think, starting out the mindset that every day that we, whether we read everything out, Sharon was saying about the NEAT, we know what NEAT is, non-exercise athletic time, everything. Just, in our daily things, just think about doing it in a healthy way, or you're thinking about, okay, I'm moving. Why don't I just contract my abs as I do this movement anyway? And you still get a little bit of a workout. And then the second important thing, I think, is just the stop, challenge, and choose thing. It just reinforces that. So those two little items there, I think, is just a big step on getting healthy.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I'm looking at Laura's cat. Going across the tail. He wants to be a part of
it. Mine. Bruce's cat. She's participating for him.
Oh, okay. Just stand in here. For those that aren't don't have a visual here, Laura's stepdad's cat is walking across the screen here, so we're getting just a tail approach here. So,
Raven.
But you're right, because you like I said, they're ingrained, and you started thinking of that. Like Kira said, she's doing neat things while she's renovating, and also, at least like I said, you're thinking about it. You may not be getting into some, getting on a bike or whatever, but at least you're thinking about doing some other physical type activities. So, Kira, maybe you can get your dad to join the challenge this next time. He won't buy cookies anymore, too. So.
I wish. Both of my parents are computer illiterate, so they don't know how to use a computer. My mom, she's doing really well with the eating and everything, so she's been a great support. She's even making smoothies with yogurt and flaxseed and protein and all this stuff, and I'm just like, what happened? But
wow. So you're influencing her without even knowing it here. Good.
Right.
Well, the other thing too is you can always, again, it's a little more labor intensive for you, but, to do it with them. But at least if they're like, if you're sitting around and you want to read, I read them out loud to Ed because he doesn't have his computer yet. He's supposed to get the computer's going to talk to him, but I read them to him. So, we kind of do our challenges together. So that way I'm reading it to him and then he can see what it's saying and everything. So, and then we talk about it. So sometimes that might help too if she wants to maybe not actually join it, but do it with you. And you watch, she might be learning some things too. So then it'll also help to support you as well.
Right. I'll consider it. I'm still debating on whether or not I should do the next challenge so soon, since I really struggled with this challenge. But I feel like this challenge really gave me a wake-up call on tuning into my actual physical health. And I feel like, just that failing on me has sort of been, the cat, has sort of been, it's sort of been a motivator for me to get healthy. I can stay motivated with maintaining a healthy lifestyle and maintaining these changes and sticking with it.
Yeah, like I said, whatever you feel is good works best for you. Again, if you're somebody you're kind of there and you want to maintain that motivation, jumping right back in again may help. If you think you can stay challenged until the next one starts again, that's your call. That you have to make that decision. But again, everybody's been doing so great on doing the challenge and following it and getting the points. So obviously you're following it and reading it and doing the exercises. So but anyway, that's something I said you've got to decide what works for you. And it's kind of getting into a habit now of doing it, maintaining it for a few more weeks. May get more of a permanent habit for you as well. So. Sharon, I know you kind of, you're on the phone, so we can't tell if you're raising your hand or not. Did you have any comments you wanted to make about going forward here, or?
No, I'm good. I'm actually kind of glad that you guys are going to start it right back up, because I'm kind of like, I know this week I don't know what it is about me, like, with goals and things like that, and I think it's something that I mentally have to work through. But it's kind of like, oh, well, to this third person, now I can, like, be bad again. And I'm like, but that's not what I want. So I'm kind of glad that this will, like, keep me focused and on target and working in the direction that I know I want to go. So, yeah.
Good. Okay, good. Jen, any comments from you?
I think this has all been great. I've been sharing it with Chris as I've read things that are interesting. I just kind of go out to him and be like, hey, did you know this? And he's trying to look out for his own weight and health and everything too. So although he didn't join the challenge with me, he has been doing all the same things with me. So that's been really helpful. When is the next challenge starting?
It actually will start Monday, not tomorrow, Monday a week. The weigh out for this finishes, you can weigh out any time now, but the last day to weigh out is on Tuesday. And I encourage, even if you're not at your goal weight, weigh out anyway, because you still did the points, you still want to make sure that you finished out the challenge. So you're not technically finishing it out if you don't weigh out. So weigh out, and then if you're not at your goal weight, hey, you're going to start again. You can weigh in as early as Friday. That's the 27th Friday. Yeah, the earliest Friday. And then the challenge will actually start on Monday. So you can technically just weigh in on Friday. It's only a couple days between when you weigh out and weigh you back in again. So it's a good way to stay focused with on the challenge. You can start inviting people and things like that too. So you can start getting your points by inviting people to the challenge. I would. If you're going to invite people to the challenge, try to invite people. Again, you don't know who would or who wouldn't, but at least talk to them before they actually sign up, because we want to get people on the challenge that are genuinely interested in doing the challenge for a reason, to learn habits of health. The weight is a part of it, but the more important part of these challenges is to learn a healthier way of life. Better sleeping habits, stress reduction, movement, all these things are important, as well as weight loss. So trying to encourage people that if they're interested in this challenge, to be serious with it. So, because as a team approach, we want everybody encouraging each other, we want everybody involved with it, So that's kind of important that way, So before you actually invite somebody, actually talk to them and say, hey, we're doing this challenge and, it's been a lot of fun. I did it for this last 6 weeks. This is what helped me, and if you're really interested, then it's a team thing. So we want to do it as a team. So just think about that when you're inviting people.
Right.
But I'll be sending out an invitation.
Challenges.
What's that? Go ahead.
Are the challenges all very much the same, or do you find that they give new facts, or how does it work with repeat challenges?
They're going to have the material on the webinars and the readings will be new. The exercise things will be the same because there's only so much they have. I wish they'd get some new people. Ed doesn't like the guy. He sees the guy's picture show up and he goes, I'm not watching that one. It's like, I said, yes, you are.
He's a dork.
He doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. I agree.
I agree, Ed.
The girl's okay because she's motivated and, and she's got some good things and all. But, I just want to have some new, videos and all. So, again, and then some of the things like, the water and I guess they only have so many pictures or something, but they did do some different things with the rotating activities this time than they did the last one, which I like this time better.
I like petting a dog and chasing your cat or things like that.
It was just kind of interesting
Yeah.
things you don't think about, trying to think one of the other ones. Oh, singing in the shower, or singing out loud, things to
Dance like
no one's watching, those kind of things. It's kind of fun things that, you don't think about it, but it actually, it made you laugh or, so. So yeah, they're going to have those, but there will be, like I said, I believe the exercises, as far as I know, will probably be the same. So, if what I was telling them earlier on the call here is that, you need to watch it just to get your points, but if you want to look at other ones, there is other ones that they have on when you click on the challenge page, other exercises there that go into a little more detail. So, those are, if you haven't looked at any of them, there's additional ones there. So, but again, because there's people that start this challenge as if it was a start, of learning, if it's the first time they were on it, it kind of starts over from day one that way. So the exercises, that's why they start out low level and work up again. So if you're at a higher level, then just go on those other exercises as well, just to make sure you're doing more advanced ones. Or do more reps of which each one. If you've been doing them, then just add your reps to it, which is what we've been doing. We've been doing 15, then we added 2 sets of 15, then we add 3 sets of 15, then increase weights, then, those kind of things. So, that's kind of what you do, and then add another activity in there too. So, does that help, Jen? I don't know if I. Well,
yeah, it does. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Thank you.
Yeah, but the reading materials and the webinars will be different. They won't be redundant.
Okay.
Do they enter the challenge? I mean, they're entered on their own. Yeah, is it just the same thing, or is there a different code?
No, you have to actually sign up again. Each challenge you have to sign up again, because those are, it's as if
you have to go through that through the invitation.
Yeah, you'll get an invitation from me. Okay. I can actually put it on the page, on our page now this week, and you can sign up just going on this page. It'll sign you up and takes you right into the other webinar, or I can send you emails out. I might do it both ways, and that way you can do it from either way, whichever is easier. So, but I mean, I know some people on the questionnaire said they were interested in it. Some said they were not. I'm going to send them out to everybody that was on our challenge, just because they encourage us to do that. If you're interested, fine. If you're not, the team's not going to send voodoo dolls at your, pins them or anything like that. Don't worry. But I think we had a fun team this time, and but you gotta. It is a little bit of a time factor, involved in it. You don't necessarily, if you're at your goal weight, Ed's at his goal weight, he's going to go in the maintenance one part of it, so he doesn't need to lose 6% more. But if you're not at your 6% or not at your ideal body weight, then you might want to continue on it. and continue to keep going at that, to go down another 6%. So it all depends on where you're at, where you feel you want to, where you're going to continue with.
Don't go down 6% or you'll double your 3. So.
Oh, sorry, 3%. 3% will be. I said 6%. Figure I'm one of the same as this one. Yeah, I believe it's 3% or 1% maintenance then. Okay. Any other questions or any thoughts for the night here? All you people with snow, I feel bad for you. I mean, I wish I could invite y'all down here, but right now my house is full because we have house guests, so they all wanted to come from up north away from this stuff. So,
I actually have a quick question.
Yes, Jen. Go ahead.
If you're doing the maintenance part of it, can you still be part of the same team of people who are doing the 6% weight loss part?
Absolutely.
Or do you have to be on a different team?
Nope.
Yeah, no, it's the same team.
As a matter of fact,
Okay.
Nobody knows nobody on the team except myself would know whether you were doing maintenance or whether you're doing the weight loss. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
The idea behind the challenge is not the weight per se. They do that because that's what people want to do that. Okay. The idea behind these challenges and why why Take Shape for Life started them is to teach people the habits of health. And this was a way of getting people to learn the habits of health. One of the habits of health is weight loss. So that's why they include that in it. But it's more important that the takeaway from these challenges is more important that you learn a different, better way of eating, a better way of sleeping, stress reduction. All those things are encompassed in this challenge. That's what you're learning from it. And then
Right.
learning how to eat better. I mean, and sleeping better. They all come together. So that's what we're hoping to gain from this challenge. So again, if you're in maintenance or you're in weight loss, nobody knows.
Okay.
Except if you post something on the
All right,
team saying, "Hey, I'm down another pound," or whatever, but you don't have to do that. So,
Alrighty.
anything else you would say? Good.
Where'd the kitty go?
I don't know. Laura got rid of the kitty. Oh, he's there. No, there he is.
This one's actually mine.
That one's yours. Oh, geez, more than one cat.
Yeah.
That was a black one. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, we have 3. I have 1. And then they multiplied them.
That happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Good. All right. Well, like I said, we'll get the invitation out. You can sign up and start inviting people. If anyone if they have questions and they want to talk to me about before signing up, or want to hear more about it, they can certainly. You can give them my phone number, my email address. Feel free to do that. But again, you can start inviting people if you want to invite anybody else to our team. So we have a great group. So I'd like to see everybody back, but I certainly understand where you're at. If this is something you want to keep going with, or not, hope to see you on the next challenge. If not, you'll get an invite to the next one though, because I'll keep you in the loop here. So
we're like an elephant. We don't forget.
So, all right. Well, good. Well, everybody stay warm up there in northern counties, and you Floridians don't get too sunburned.
Rub it in for them, why don't you?
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you on the next challenge.
Bye, guys.
All right, thanks.
Good night.
Bye.